Morning. We've parked up at the Dales Bike Centre for the first ride up to Tanhill that we've done in a long time, and properly first ride that we've done that's involved any sort of hill climbing for, I would say, months now, for various reasons. But anyway, we're going to just have to see how it goes. Ideally, we'll get up to Tanhill and have a coffee, but we'll see. This is my dirty bike. It's been a while since it's had a clean. I was hoping to put this on my handlebars, but it's like a riser bar, which suits me, but doesn't suit gadgets and things. And whilst the Wahoo can sit on the front, there isn't enough room to put a camera bracket. So I'm going to be carrying the camera on my helmet. So we'll see how the footage looks when we come back down, as to whether I do it like that in the future. So change of plan. I'm not going to take the camera on my helmet top, because I think the footage will be a bit dull and a bit samey. So I've got it in my pocket now, so when there's a nice quiet bit, which there generally is up here, I can take it out and show you where we're going. Right, I'm aiming for zone 2 today. It's never going to happen because there's too many little steep banks. But anyway, the idea is to keep my heart rate, which is there, in the 30s, if I can. So we're just coming up out of Reef and the start of the climb, and it'll pretty much stay similar to this in terms of gradient for most of it. And I think there's a bit of a headwind, which is not great when you're going this way, but it will mean that we'll fly back at a bit of a pace. But anyway, that's my view. Stunning already. What do you say? Right, that's my heart rate now, 148. I don't bode well when I'm that high already. $150.
Zone 1 in.
Oh, it's not good, is it? We're just starting.
Hey?
It's not good when we're just starting. Hefty already. Nice though. Still good views. Stunning views. I think that's Dunfell in the background over there. It just looks like a grey mound, but we think that's Dunfell, which we've done, and it's a beast. God, that wind is quite strong. Right, put this away because I'm going downhill. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Well, the backside's all right up to now. Big drop that we've just come through and out the other side, and it's not doesn't last long, but it does kick up, and the problem is you want to let rip coming down the hill to get some speed to try and carry you into it and up, but at the bottom it's not a hairpin, but it's a very tight bend. And on the road there's loose chip-ins. So if you go down there at any pace really, unless you can quickly pick your line, you could end up coming off quite easily. And we know it's there, so we went a bit slower today, but we have been nearly caught out before. How's your bum?
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah. I'll let you know in about 25 miles time.
Brilliant. And these yellow fields just starting to bloom out now. Absolutely gorgeous. It always feels like you're in a wide open space up here, which you are essentially, but I always feel like it feels like you can see for miles.
Foot above sea level.
How many?
1200.
Nice bit of tarmac, this is beautiful. It's just such a stunning location. You can see over towards Pennines, or North Pennines if you like. And then you may just be able to pick out where there's a bit of cloud on the horizon there. That's where the road goes up. Such a stunning ride. And not too taxing until these sheep decide they want to cross the road in front of me. Like that. Which they quite often will do. And if anyone's wondering about me filming whilst I'm riding, I wouldn't do it if the road was busier. It's not worth it. It's only because I can literally see cars coming towards me from quite a distance away. I've got bright colours on, so there's no reason why they can't see me. But I always stop filming whenever there's a car coming anyway, so the risks are just too high for main road filming. You won't be able to pick out over there, but there is a big white golf ball in the clouds, sitting to kind of in the shoulder section between those hills over there. That's Great Dun Fell, which is a closed road. You may be able to pick out the lorries moving along there. That's the A66. So that's looking back down towards Reeth, but you can see way over in the distance, you can look over across the northeast there. You can't see Middlesbrough because I think it's slightly too high for that. It's tucked behind the hills there. You can see the lorries moving across the A66. And you might be able to pick out a mast in the distance. If you're cycling out of Kirby Stephen, you come up on a road that runs just this side of the mast. And that road basically comes around the other side of that little mound there. Say little, it's not really. It's quite a climb to come out of Kirby Stephen, which is obviously on the Lake District side, and then you'll basically come round the side there where it drops off. You come round the back of there and then up to Tanhill, which is at the top of this bit of road here. That last bit is one of the steep bits. It's right at the end. But we're here now. Coffee time.
Coffee time.
There is a wind. We're going to have a tailwind going down to Reeth. And we've had a tailwind going down there before, and it doesn't have to give you a shove. So we might be taking it a bit steadier going back than you otherwise might.
keep them both from the top. Yes.
Did you see how much speed I had to scrub off? Coming down into that village.
Yeah, but the shit coming from
It just ran straight out in front of me and I was doing like, I don't know, 37?
Brakes work then?
Oh yeah.